Hi, everybody. This is. Wow, that was really quick. This is your driving force to get the hell on. Okay. Hi, everybody. This is Pretty G Capri, Black Prima Donna. I'm a woman of many names. That does not matter. I was there to deliver a message today because this is very imperative for everyone in the world, no matter who and what you are. Okay? So, in life, we are faced with a lot of obstacles. We're faced with a lot of situations and circumstances and experiences. The real goal here is to learn to let go. I can't do it right now. That shit. I was in the spirit of it, but it was like, I can't do it. Nice. It's like something here. Yeah, push you. I want to share some golden gems today. So, I don't know where to start because I did 4 videos and they did not turn out right. So, I'm trying to recoup that information and that energy I lost by giving that message before that was perfect. And when I was in that energy, but that's fine. Push through and reach out and get it. Alright. So, I want you to know that in life, there is just no set rules, right? There are no set rules. And we are placed here on earth to create our own life, our own world, our own universe. And it's up to us to, how do you say that word? Navigate and, when you're you're overproduction. I hate when I do that. It's up to us to facilitate, the things and the elements of our life and what belongs and what don't belong. And if it doesn't belong, ship it out. Right. Yes. Okay. So with that being said, imagination is so important. Creation is so important to tap into your creativity, into your imagination, into your feelings, into your thoughts, into your wants, into your desires and your dreams, right? You have to be able to tap into that. The only way you are able to tap into who you are and what you want is to be able to go in and create. You have to be able to create. Creation is more than taking the next person's idea, imitating, mocking, regurgitating someone else's words and thoughts. That's not creating. That's dead matter because it is not from you. It is from someone else. That is not your. It's like you stealing someone else's kid, and trying to pass it as yours. That is, no. You do not do that. And that is not how you get to what you want either. That tells you don't know what you want, because if you did, you would know. Well, you'll be well aware that you don't need to copy off of someone else. Someone else's creation would not, make you upset. It would not make you jealous. It would not make you envious. it will motivate you and inspire you to create your own. You know, when you get jealous or envious of someone's creation and then you try to mock it or imitate it, you know, let me tell you something. It's noticeable. It is noticeable. You can tell it's not yours because the essential is not there, which is the authenticity. That's how you know you do not own whatever it is that you're recreating. That is what's wrong with the world today. People are lazy. I don't know if they're lazy or they're blocked from their creating. So instead of taking the time out, and then you know what, when you do that, when you don't go within, you're blocked from creating your own. That's why everything now is regurgitated. Anybody who cannot create their own content, anybody who cannot create their own thoughts, anybody who cannot create their own visions and their own dreams and their own material, anybody who cannot birth their own imagination, that lets you know that you are not working with divine energy. Divine energy is light. You know, it inspires, it motivates. That is what everyone on earth is placed here to do, is to inspire and motivate, co-create, not recreate. Okay. There's a difference between co-creating and recreating. We don't need another recreation. That lets you know that's dead energy. That's dead energy. Why are you bringing things back up from the dead? That's why the world is not progressing, because we're stuck in this dark energy of jealousy, of materialism, of imitation, of jealous envy, of judging, of, not letting go. Ooh, we sure ain't. That is a fact. That is why, and let me tell you something. I'm telling you this because, anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm telling you this. It's because everyone needs to hear this. Dark energy is very heavy. It's dense. And it is a dead matter, right? I keep saying dead. I want to get it in your head so you can visualize just being surrounded by death. And you wonder why we have so much diseases and illnesses and physical deaths and it's just chaos, right? Chaos and drama and just strife and worry and grief. We have all of that going on because we're not creating. We're not going within. We are not supporting and loving each other. We're doing things in the dark. And it's crazy that people think that from, doing the wrong thing is going to get them the right result. And it's not. Even if it looks like that, in the reality of the situation, it's not that at all, and that's the, how you say it, the misconception a lot of people have. You see other people's things and you don't know, everybody's in different timelines, nobody knows nobody, right? So with that being said, that's why it's not cute and it's not favorable for you to be envious or jealous of someone. You don't want to do that. You might see something, you might want something, but, are you working towards it? Are you putting the necessary steps to go towards what you want? Or you think that one day it's just going to fall out the sky? I hear people say, that when they say that, the angels are coming down and they're going to take care of it, the angels, they move through people. So that angel's not going to come down and rescue you until you get the real motivation to rescue yourself. So why would you get mad at someone for doing what they're supposed to be doing? And you're focusing on that. The external, right? The external. Everyone's focused on the external. On the external. That's why we have chaos. Everyone's focused on the external instead of going within. The internal protects you and guides you through and from the external. Because when you are one within self, you don't need a mask. When you are one within self, you don't need to imitate. When you are one within self, you do not need to have feelings of envy. When you're one within self, you see somebody have what they want and, maybe it's something you want as well. You don't get jealous. You get motivated. You get inspired. That's what you should do for your benefit, It's so tricky because in society and social media and just life itself in today's time period, they do all this showy stuff, right? They want you to be envious of them. They want you to be jealous of them. But that means, and honestly, if you want someone people who want that, that's dark energy, right? Which is demonic. Demonic energy they don't like humans. They want to kill you. They want your soul. So they want your soul, and it's like they're egging you on to do it. You do it. You do these. It's a war. We're out here, baby. People don't understand. We're in war with ourselves. We're in war with, we're on the battlefield. People don't understand that we're in battle. And because you don't understand the rules of battle, you are in turn sabotaging and fighting yourself. You understand that? It's like, because you don't know, you're letting the people that you're at, the real things and energies that you're at battle with, teach you the rules and the guidelines. And you're going by it instead of doing the exact opposite. If if they want you to be jealous, or they're trying to make that energy wants you to be jealous, right? You do the exact opposite, and you be motivated, you be inspired, you focus on yourself. Like, dang, I need to get on my stuff. Like, I can't wait till my time comes, because everybody has different times. Everybody's not on the same timeline, and people try to hurry up, and get there without doing the work. So they'll pretend and they'll put a mask on. That is not doing you a favor. That's not doing the people around you a favor. That is a detriment to the world, because you're not living in authentic energy. You're protruding off fakeness, and fakeness is fraud, is deceitfulness. Just be you, be real. Like, you understand, like, you putting a mask on is you deceiving. You being fake and pretending like you feel one way and you're one thing, that's deceitful. And that gets you further away from what you're trying to come across as. That's the reward of doing the work. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can actually be, because it's not impossible for you to get to wherever you want to go, to be whoever you want to be. I don't know why you feel like you're in a rush. You're not. There's no rush. You're putting more time on it when we're faking it. When you fake it, you're getting further and further away from it because you're not doing the real steps to do it, and it will save you more time to use your time, not to pretend on being of what you want to be and who you are. You're wasting time. That's a time waster to do that. Just spend your time on actually doing it. I realize that. I used to, that's how we're taught, but that's not how you do things. You just put in the work and be that person, and then it holds more weight. It makes you stronger, and it gives you more stability, and you can never, and then guess what? You will never want to. Looking at somebody else, if you look, like seeing somebody else have something wouldn't mean nothing to you. You get what I'm saying? Because you got it too. Inside. But if you got it inside, you're going to have it. If you put in the work, you're going to get it. Right? It's going to come. It's regardless. If you put in the work, it's gonna come. That's a sure thing. I promise you. You put in the work for the things that you want and that are in your lane and in your energy field and in that are in your, you know what I'm saying, and in your how you say it, in your wheelhouse, it's gonna come to you naturally. And you won't have to pretend and wear a mask and do all this extra stuff. You gotta exert more energy to pretend, and that's more energy you're exerting. And then it's fake energy. It's dead energy. It's dead matter. It's like a potato chip, and you know how it look like it got a lot of air in it, but then it's just like it's useless air. It's air that's toxic too, because it holds no value. So why would you want to, project off valueless, irrelevant energy? That's dead energy. Why would you want to do that? I don't think people realize that. It is so key to just be yourself. And, you don't have to share everything. You don't gotta be all in the public, and you don't have, nobody even has to see you. People want to be seen so bad. For what? For what? Especially when you have not done anything to be seen. So you're not only wasting your time, you're wasting everybody else's time too. Not only are you holding yourself back, you're holding everybody around you that you're trying to get their attention back. Do you know the consequences of that? No, because you don't think, because you're not connected to yourself. The external, if you are not protected within, it will kill and rot your insides, right? That's why people are crazy now. That's why people murder each other. That's why people are lost. That's why people are in the same cycle over and over again. That's why people are losing the will to live, and they're just not doing anything because they are not one within. When you're one within, there's no hate to give. There's no jealousy. There's no envy. Because you're one within. You understand everything around you, outside of you, when you understand everything in you. And let me tell you something. Your internal, you, and your higher you is going to protect and guide you and have your best interest at heart, other than anything outside of you. That's why not everyone, but a lot of people, places, and things are corrupted. They are, it's fragmented, it's broken, and no one knows how to repair it. But that's because people refuse to go in within, right? So what is that? That's that ego. Ego is external. Ego is outside yourself. Ego is dead energy. Please understand that. Ego is dead energy. And everybody nowadays clearly has too much energy of ego. Ego does nobody a favor. It really isn't. It's the biggest sabotager on this planet. Pride and ego, baby, that is the number one, and that keeps you, that pride and ego is so heavy, right? Because you got to constantly, maintain it and make others, that's where controlling power of other people come from, is because you got to, that's how it's, I can go down a whole other rabbit hole with that, but that's another video. Pride and ego blocks love. It blocks openness to your gifts and your rewards. Pride and ego is, it's good to have, because that's where confidence comes from. But too much of it can give a very, very dangerous outcome. And that's what's going on right now. There's too much pride and ego going around and not enough love. We're not loving on each other. We have to, be this image, and, that, we have to be that image. We have to be treated a certain way. We have to feel, and none of that's really valid. It's not real. That's an outside source talking to you. Yeah, it's an outside source talking to you. When you go in, you would know that. When you're a woman yourself, you would know that. You'd be able to man, get the hell on. It won't bother you. It'll just reflect off of you when you're a woman in self. When you're a woman in self, and you don't need no mask. What's a mask? You'll be able to see things clearer when you go within. And you'll get a lot better results. When you're one within, you know yourself. So you'll be able to give love to other people easier and more freely. And the things you see as a problem will no longer become a problem. I'm going to have to probably cut this up in sections, because I got way too carried away. But that's because I did short little clips earlier, but it was a bad, I had a bad energy around me. So it's crazy how I'm not going to get into that. But the recordings did not come out as planned. So I had to re-record it, basically. I'm not going to tell you. I kind of want to spook anybody out. I was scared about it. I heard. I was like, whoa, what the fuck? Wow. Let me go and record that, because they're gone, so I can get the real clear energy. Okay, good. I don't want y'all to know that, because I ain't gonna hide. I'm transparent. That's the beauty of being one within. You don't have to censor yourself, because censoring yourself is holding you back and it's weighing you down for where you really and truly want to go. And it makes you scared of success. It makes you scared of freedom. It makes you scared of dreams and, taking control. It scares you, and we don't want that. So I'm giving my love to you so you can feel that. And anyway, moving on. One more point to go along with that. How do you say it? I just want people to know that your situation that you're going through. Let me reword it again. Let me say this. Reset. In life, this was actually the first message I wanted to say, but I let whatever, I'm free flowing. So I let whatever needs to come out because it's coming out through a channel. Okay? So my main point was, in life, there's no handbook. There's no rules and guidelines. There's no instructions. People like to portray that, but that's because they have not regulated their own life. They let someone else control them and give them the rules. You make your rules. You create your life. That's why I say imagination and creativity is so important. And being one within, because you'll be able to navigate when you deal with things of dark nature. We are, it's either people live like, they feel like it should be all good, or, they'll be stuck in the energy where it's all bad. But the true key to life is to have balance, because you need these opposites to achieve whatever you need to. That's what makes the world balanced, is to be able to deal with both and maneuver both and handle both. People run from the dark side, the problems, the issues, the hard stuff to them, the heavy, deep things to them, the scary things, the fearful things to them. You run from it, right? You don't want to deal with it. And then you get to a point where you running from it and you're not dealing with it. It's become a load to where to you you can't even, now I can't do nothing. It's too much. Too much to carry, too much it's too much of a burden, right? And that's how you get swept away. We fear things that we cannot see, or that feel like, to us it comes off as that. Like, who wants to go through a tornado? Raise your hand. Nobody, right? So that's why we take care of things right in that moment, so it won't become a tornado. Now, because there's a tornado, a flood, a natural disaster, right, does not mean you won't survive it. You're by attacking it, by fighting back, by standing your ground for you, then you're able to become stronger. You're able to be more brave and courageous. Because once you knock down, like, it's like once you defeat one beast, one monster, the rest of the monsters, they babies. You know what I mean? Like, you can defeat any monster. You just gotta defeat the first one. For real. If you're scared of the first monster, then all the other ones gonna come at you. And you're gonna get defeated. We have to understand that in life, it's moments. Like, life is a series of moments, experiences that we face and handle. We go through. You get what I'm saying? We go through. So don't let the present moment depict your future and depict the rest of your life. A lot of people do that because they're scared to deal with that obstacle. And the thing is, you have to go down. In order to go up, you have to be down. Understand? And if you fall down, doesn't mean you can't get back up. That's why it is good to be fearless. There is no one on this earth to be scared of. There's no one, no thing, no person, no place, no anything on this earth that anyone should be afraid of. Nothing. We have that misconception of fear. And there's nothing to be afraid of. When you feel fear, when you're scared of something, anything, this is what you do. You get to the root of it. Why are you scared? What is making you scared? What is the root of your fear? Why are you afraid? Why are you afraid? What's the root of your scaredness? What's making you afraid? What's making you scared? What's making you hold back? What's holding you back? What's that obstacle? What is that block? What is that cement block holding you down? What is that chain? It's a chain. What is that bondage? What is wrapping you up from getting what you want? And whatever makes you scared, right? Once you get to that part, then you figure out, instead of worrying about the issue, worrying about what it is, you're harping over, oh my God, the bad thing. Okay, acknowledge it. Now, there's steps to it. It just don't stop there. People just stop at the bad thing. That's how it takes over your life, because you don't go past the bad thing. Okay, this is a bad thing. Now, what is the solution? What's the solution to get to the resolution? That is what we have to do. If it means speaking to someone, communicating, then do that. What is the worst thing can happen by expressing yourself and holding your ground without being nasty? And you get more, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be ugly. Life is not supposed to be ugly. We make it that way because we are fearful. Okay, so you get to the root of the problem. You see what it is, right? Guess what? I'm gonna give you a quick key to fix anything. Whatever the root of the problem is, right? Whatever that is holding you back, whatever it is that is the negative side, the very opposite of whatever the negative is, whatever is the opposite of it. is your solution. It's that simple. So if you're fearful, you have to have courage. You have to be brave. And then guess what? When you put those two together, because you need both to get to the reward. You need fear to get the courage, to get the reward, to understand. Okay, to understand yes, okay, yeah. So once you figure out the root of the problem, the crux that's causing you chaos, that's causing you anguish, that's causing you anxiety, that's causing you hurt, that's causing you, anger. What's the opposite of that, right? And then once you figure out the opposite of it, it's like your light bulb moment comes. And then you have the understanding of what it is your problem. And guess what? Then you move towards the solution, right? And guess what? Now you have the necessary tools to resolve it and move on and get exactly what you want. It's really simple, It's not that hard. It's steps. We have to know the steps. Nobody gives us the steps because that's the tricky part of life. Because everybody's steps is different, right? Everybody has different elements, different variables, different variants in life. So you cannot put, everybody's so different. But at least if you have the formula, right, to fix it or resolve it or, to get through it, then that's all you need. You plug it, it's like math. You plug in your variables and the things that apply to you, and that's how you solve your problem. And then you move on, and then once then life becomes easier. And then that's when more love comes in because everybody's living easier, right? Right. I love you guys. I really do. There's a lot of energy. I'm trying to see if I have anything else to say to help. Yeah, so don't let, temporary, at the end of the day, those problems that come to you are really there to raise you up and lift you up. They're not here to conquer you. They're not here to destroy you. It can if you let it, but they're really, it's like either it can raise you up to where you want to go, or it can bring you down. The battle is not letting it do it. Do the opposite of what its intention is. If someone wants to bring you down, if a place wants to bring you down, if a thing brings you down, it's giving you the motivation and inspiration to build yourself back up, because you want to move away from any and everything in person, everything and one that is not good for you, that does not have your best interest at heart, that does not want you to move forward. And it's heavy. If anything is heavy for you, it's not supposed to be in your life. If it's complicated and tricky and it makes you feel ungood, it's not supposed to. It's your body telling you, no, I don't want that. And for you to continue to have that around you and deal with it, you're doing yourself an injustice. It's like you're beating yourself up. And that's why we have that energy, that dark energy, because it's overcome. It's dark and heavy. Instead of, reflecting, not letting it get inside of us and, taking it in, you block yourself from it. How you block yourself from unwanted feelings and, people getting into your field, your auric field, is by shielding yourself. And what you do is, because what people do, people tune out now, right? You don't have everybody tuned out in their phone. It's a way of protecting themselves. But the thing is too much. Now you're missing out. Now you're tapped out. You can't come back. Because your defense mechanism is to just go away. But now you're missing out on vital stuff you need. You gotta be able to filter things out and deal with things accordingly. Instead of running away, when you run away, you're shielding yourself from the good too. And the things that, you might need. Yeah. So just you have to plant yourself. And by planting yourself, it means you have to go within and talk to yourself. You have to clear the clutter out of your heart, of your body, of your mind, and organize the inside of it. When you're organized, you can see what does and does not belong. And you're able to get it out, throw it out, kick it out, right? And only allow that of which gives you light, which is life, which is love, life, all of that, the L's, right? They said, take the L. I'm going to take the L. Because taking the L gives you even more L's that are worth way more than that one L. Hello? You see how everything's backwards? Everything's backwards. Hey, Paul. Meow. Ooh, that took a lot of energy. Y'all, I love y'all. I love y'all so much. I do. Because all I want is for everyone to be at peace and harmony with themselves. Take the ego out. I'm fine. Whatever. It's not that. I'm not judging. No one here to judge. No one is here to judge. That's the problem. People think they judges and they ain't got no certificate. No one's here to judge. Not on that level. No. No one can judge. No, and I wish people understand that. Everybody want to judge, but no one sits in a place to be the judge. No one. You just live life. You can't judge somebody else for who they are and what they're doing. And that means you got too much time on your hand and you focus on the wrong things. You're misdirected. Judging is demonic, right? So of course, everything he wants you, he put things in front of your face for you to do that so you can be off your game. You're to be off your game. When you got your attention on something else that has nothing to do with you, you're wasting time. Everything's a test in life. We should know that. I hope you know that. Everything's a test. There's so many ways to skin a cat. It's up to you on what you're going to skin, how you're going to skin the cat. I hate saying that. We got to figure out another saying, y'all, because I don't like that. I love cats. I love all animals. But yeah, there's more than one way to do something. There's more than one way to get to your destination. There's more than one way to, I be trying to tell people, open your mind up. Open your mind up. Because being stuck in one dimension of one mindset is death. It is. I'm sorry. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. It's death. It's dead because you already, you took yourself out the game because you're failing to realize how big this universe is and the things around you are, it's bigger than that. So you stuck on trying to be, perceived a certain way, not, not resolve issues, to be in your ego bag, to focus clearly on everything external. It restricts you and it binds you in a way that is very hurtful. You don't want to, because people understand, like, when I say death, people, and they have a misconception of death. Like, there's so many, death comes in so many ways. There's not one death. There are people all around us who are dead, and they're living and breathing. But you can be resurrected, hopefully. I am a resurrector. I'm here to really get you come back into life, into reality, so you can get to where you're trying to go and you can figure it out. Because a lot of people don't know what they want. They don't know what they need. They don't know what they got to do. Guidance is so important. Guidance is real. And society make it, with the ego bag trip, you're blocking yourself off from guidance. And now, you're harming yourself. You're harming yourself. You're blocking yourself. A lot of people block themselves and they don't even know it. So, yeah, I love you guys so much. I do. I say it when I feel it. I say it. I say what I feel. You don't like me say I love you, I don't care. I still love you. I say that because I say I love you because I want you to find yourself. And I know this is why guidance comes from. Everyone's different. And I want to share this with you because people need it. If you want to know, okay, wait. It's like, how do you form that? If you want to know where to start at and how to get to where you're going, it's very superstitious, but that's because they don't want you to know yourself, okay? You knowing people like, this zodiac stuff, that zodiac stuff, it's real. Wake up, y'all. It's real. And it's deeper than what you think it is. You have a birth chart. Your birth chart helps you find yourself. Okay? You need to know yourself. That's a great place to start is, understanding your birth chart. Then your numerology chart. I do that. I, in fact, do that, darling. I can do that. I can do that in my sleep. I love doing that. I love helping people and guiding people to where they need to go because you understand, like, it's a weight off your shoulders when you're knowing your blueprint. So I'm going to give my information or in ways you can book your services and things like that. So, you can get, if it's a new year, it's time. It's time for change. It's time to get to where you need to go. We've been bullshitting for about 100 billion years, right? So it's never too late to turn around and go the right direction. So I'm going to drop my information in and then we can go from there. And yeah, let's get it, y'all. I want everybody to achieve their goals. I want everybody to get to where they need to be this year. So because guess what? When you win, I win. When everyone around you is winning, that's what there's no competition. There's no competition. No competition at all. The devil competes. Demons compete. Dark matter competes. But when you so secure in yourself, you want everybody to win, because that makes everything around everywhere in the whole wide world be better. That's good for the universe when everybody's happy. Do you know what kind of energy that happiness brings? That brings so much prosperity and abundance and wealth. You ain't got to do nothing. You can just think about it, and it comes to you when everyone around you is vibrating at a high level because they're happy. Nobody's trying to, there's no competition. Understand that. It makes the world so much easier if everybody is got and doing their thing, and then they're man, what you talking about? That can happen. It can happen. It's possible. It's possible. Okay? So, that's that, darling. I'm going to stop it there, okay? I hope you enjoyed it, because I certainly did. It gives you life to get things of substance that would get you to where you want. It adds to your soul, because now you've been informed to where you need to go. And at the end of the day, this is the reason why we're here. Is to get to where we need to go, accomplish the goals and dreams and desires and the things that we want, right? We're here to do that and to live that. We're not here to be suffering and sad and fighting. No, we're not here. We're here to love and enjoy. That other energy don't want you to do that. So don't feed into it. Ignore it. And keep on moving. Who said that? Okay, I love you guys. Good day.